All right, we made it. Day 5. If you followed every single video, you have successfully blasted your entire body head to toe. So during this process, you might have found some tender spots, some numb spots, maybe some painful spots. Maybe you noticed a line or a dent that you've never paid attention to before. If you need custom tips or recommendations, you can always reply to any of the videos on YouTube. If you got this video in your email, you can simply reply to the email. It'll come straight to me and I'll be more than happy to help you. Or if you would like an LMT recommendation for one that can do like a more official customization for you, I have a few friends I can direct you to. These are home use tools for personal use. I'm just teaching you how I personally use them and things that I have learned over the last 9 years. But I'm always willing to help and answer questions. I have seen and experienced quite a bit over the years, so I don't mind sharing the knowledge that I have learned with you and helping you get your home routine going. So we're just getting low leg oiled up. We're gonna go from knee to foot. And if you're ready to step into adding the supplements that are going to support your routine, I can help you with that as well. And I can customize a cart for you and get you some money off. So don't be afraid to reach out to me on social media or via email or just comments here on YouTube. All right, starting with the Pro Blaster. I do blast on my actual knee. Feels really good, creating that kind of diamond shape around it. When I first started 9 years ago, the only tool that I had was the original Fascia Blaster. I found it on a random like Google search about cellulite, and it was like 5 pages in on Google. And I ordered it immediately because it sounded too good to be true. So naturally, I had to try it, right? The first time I ever took that tool and touched it to my calves, I cried. Instant tears in my eyes. My calves were so tender. I could not tolerate even just like lightly, no pressure touching the tool, let alone the ability to actually get in there like this. Whew. And it doubled me over with how bad that one hurt. But that is how tight and choked out my poor calves were. Like, I felt bad. My legs have spent my entire life carrying me around, and I did nothing to support them or help them until I got these tools. And if you find an area like that, all I could tolerate was 10 seconds per blast. And I just did that every couple days. When the tenderness went away within about 48 to 72 hours after that 10 seconds, I would do it again. And then I was able to get 12 seconds. And each time I was able to blast a little bit more. So don't be afraid of the painful spots. Don't skip them. You just have to take a slightly different approach. I always take the side of the Pro Blaster, go along my shin bone. I play so much tennis that if I don't focus on my shins pretty regularly, shin splints will try to pop up, and we all know those don't feel good. So I take one claw and I line it up to where my shin bone is right in the middle of it. I just kind of lightly take my way down. Make sure I get all around the ankle bone. I'm alternating between pointing and flexing my foot. There's so many little muscles and tendons around the feet and the ankles. So don't be afraid to move around and see how it feels. On the top of the foot. Yes, it's Always a little noisy and awkward doing the top of the foot because there's so many little tiny tendons and muscles and bones in there. Just do the best you can. You can always switch to using a face blaster, even the single claw tool from the OMG, whatever it takes, whatever feels good to you. I'm gonna do the base of my calf here. Flexing, flexed versus relaxed. It doesn't really matter, it's personal preference. I like that each one feels different, so I like to do both. Moving quickly. So again, blasting does not need to take forever. Just do whatever your body asks for. If all you can do is 2 minutes to cover the entire low leg, fantastic. That's great. I'm gonna take Pro Nugget. Again, you can use large claw if you would like. When I'm keeping my blasts shorter, I just like to use small claw and Pro Nugget. Right now, I feel like the Pro Nugget is the most beneficial for me, and I'm seeing the most changes with it. So I want to make sure I prioritize that. Going around the ankle. I love that it, like the Achilles and the ankle and all that, just kind of fit right between the claws. Feels really good. All the way around. I will do the bottoms of my feet, but I'll do that last. I'll do the other leg first, and then the bottoms of my feet. And then today is tool washing day. Anytime my tools, this is why I like to work top to bottom, because as soon as my tools touch the feet, they go take a ride in the top rack of the dishwasher with a little bit of dish soap to get clean. And then they're ready for next week. I do wipe them down in between every blast, but they get their deeper wash once a week. So right now I'm just kind of pushing in to the back of my calf and then just flossing the muscle around the tool. All that jumping on the tennis courts, I can feel it in this calf muscle. Ooh, that's a little tender spot right there. All right, real quick, I'm gonna go back over Pro Blaster. Down the ankle onto the top of the foot one more time. That one got a little tingly. All right, oil up this other leg. This bottle of oil's finally running out on me. Got another one ready to go. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna be okay. All right, starting with the knee. Around it. Down the shin. The shin bone's a little tender today. It's always different. Every single time I blast, something feels different. It's different muscles got worked during that week, or different imbalances and different overworking. So that's One of the coolest things to me about blasting is how every single time you just find something new or different, feels completely different. So our bodies are fascinating. There's a little spot right here at the base of my knee that is a little tender. So this leg, I might not be able to do quite as long on. That's okay, because I'm just going to give it what it's asking for. So I've dialed my pressure back just a little bit, just because this leg is more sensitive than usual. I also played about 3 hours more of tennis than usual during this past week, so I'm sure that's the reason. And one of the matches was on clay, which I don't usually play on clay, so that's a little unsteady. So I was making like little adjustments with my feet and taking much smaller steps. So that could very well be why different muscles are feeling it. All right, over to the Pro Nugget. Down that shin. Did I do the top of my foot yet? I don't know. We're just going to do it real quick. Top of the foot with the Pro Blaster. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to do as much Pro Nuggeting on this leg today. That's okay. Working around the spot over here. I'm just going to give it a second while I push into it. I usually just try to breathe through and just think about the muscle releasing all the tension out. Yeah, that one's a tender one. Go. All right, that's about all that leg's got in it. Another pass over with the Pro Blaster. Get it smoothed up. All right, now on to the foot. I always go over my toes and grab the base. This always tickles. Work all the way around. There's so many like acupressure points in our feet, and pretty much every fascia line runs head to toe, and our feet take such a pounding. There's so many little connections down in here that your feet and the way your foot strides could be what's causing your neck problem. So always got to give your feet a little TLC. I prefer to blast my feet in the shower because then I already have soap and can wash the tools. Whole foot around the heel. Sometimes I do make myself giggle because it tickles. But it also feels really good. Whenever my plantar fascia used to cause me problems, I would roll my foot on a frozen water bottle to help ice it after blasting it. I have very flat feet, so my plantar fascia is always super duper tight. All right. 1 week full body self-care in the books. Keep these videos for your reference. I'm always adding new ones to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions or need custom recommendations, just let me know and I'll be happy to help you out. Have a good one.